Cox. I'm Chris Marlowe with the NCAA tournament just around the corner. It is time to get down to serious business. Both Penn State and Wisconsin have a lot at stake in this match.
Certainly, Penn State must win tonight if it wants to clinch a very coveted top seed in the tournament. Meanwhile, for Wisconsin, they want to finish as a top 16 seed, which means they get to play at home in the first and second round, which also means that they must pull the upset tonight. When you take a look at the Big Ten standings, in my opinion, 4 teams from the Big Ten will get in the field of 64. Penn State has already clinched its 4th consecutive Big Ten title, and Wisconsin is fighting for sole position of 3rd. Illinois and Minnesota will also round out the 4 Big Ten representatives if there are no major upsets this weekend.
The Nittany Lions have won 28 straight matches. They've been ranked #1 since October 4th, and they have a legitimate Player of the Year candidate in Lauren CACCIAMANI.
In fact, I think Lauren CACCIAMANI is one of 2 players that will win the award come December. She almost single-handedly beat Long Beach in the title match last year and has an uncanny control and presence and the ability to literally take over any match.
Wisconsin, another team on a roll. The Badgers have won 9 out of their last 10, and they are big in the middle with Kelly Kennedy.
What a great matchup we have tonight between Kennedy and CACCIAMANI. Kelly Kennedy is the most experienced veteran player to wear a Badger jersey, not just collegiate experience, but international as well, and she's finally recovered from a nasty broken bone in her finger and playing the best volleyball of the year.
Going to be a good one, Wisconsin and Penn State. Let's get to the starting lineups. First for the Badgers on the right side will be Jenny Maastricht. In the middle, Kelly Kennedy and SHERISA Livingston. The outside hitters, Allison Ross and ERIN Byrd. And the setter is Lizzie Fitzgerald. For Penn State, Katie Schumacher will start on the right side. One middle blocker will be Lauren CACCIAMANI. The defensive specialist getting a start is Kalna Miller. She'll be replaced in the front row by Robin Gukas. The outside hitters, Amanda Rome and Carrie Schoenveld, and the setter, All-America, Bonnie Bremner. Penn State head man Russ Rose, now in his 21st year, 655 wins. He is one of the best in the business. Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, Pete Waite, in his first year, he came over from Northern Illinois, where he had 11 very successful seasons. Penn State has won an astounding 74 straight home matches.
Unbelievable. Their last home loss, November of '95 against Illinois. It is impossible to come into the rec hall and come away with a win.
It's an NCAA record. They'll be looking to extend in this one, try to make it 75. Florida held the old record of 58 straight wins set between 1990 and 1994.
And it's amazing to think in the last 56 matches in Rec Hall, only Wisconsin and Texas twice have been able to take away 1 game from the Nittany Lions.
ERIN Byrd starts the serving. Wisconsin in black, Penn State in white. And the first is a little tip shot. Katie Schumacher, sophomore from Chicago, gets her first kill. Penn State with a serve. Set left side, ball blocked, and Wisconsin can't pick it up.
And that is one of Penn State's strengths for the last 3 or 4 years. They've been ranked in the top 5 nationally in blocks per game. Russ Rose says this isn't the best blocking team we've had recently, but I think it's pretty darn good.
Wisconsin forced to pop it over. Bremner tries to dump. Left side, down the line. Spike is out. 2-0 Penn State. One concern for Wisconsin, the production of their outside hitters.
Exactly. They need ball control. Wisconsin's strength is in the middle with Kelly Kennedy and SHERISA Livingston. This is the first time they've been able to run to the middle because of a good pass.
Point number 3 could be coming up. Schumacher blasts it. Nice dig in the backcourt. And the ball is whacked out of bounds. Wisconsin off to a slow start, trailing 3-0.
Wisconsin as a team hits just 23% on the season compared to Penn State, who leads the nation with an amazing 33% hit ratio as a team.
SHERISA Livingston goes out, and Pete Waite will put in his first substitute, Jamie Gardner. They set the quick, and it's hit straight down. There is Kelly Kennedy. She's a 6'4" senior from Barrington Hills, Illinois. And now, coming back in immediately is Livingston. Livingston, number 18 in black, a tremendous blocker at the net. Wait till you see her get up. Left side, ball is dug, coming back over. CACCIAMANI, and she is stuffed by Livingston.
I think Livingston is one of the best, the top 3 blockers in the nation. Watch the quickness, the lateral side-to-side movement, and her arm reach over the net just puts up a wall.
3-1 Wisconsin, and down the line goes Lauren CACCIAMANI. CACCIAMANI, one of the great players in the country.
Playing with a little bit of a hurt shoulder and finger. It bothered her 2 weeks ago against Michigan. It'll be interesting to see how much heat she can put on the ball.
Ball popped up. Maastricht will set left. And the ball is dug in the backcourt. Quick set. CACCIAMANI throws it. Ball dug up. Left side trying to get some wood on it was Ross. Into the middle. And there goes Livingston again. Livingston is a sophomore from Simi Valley, California. Certainly one of the most exciting players in volleyball.
Well, she's so athletic. She gets up there. Her jump, her reach, she touches 10'7.5". That's 7.5 inches over a basketball rim.
Bremner sets left. Schoenveld. Ball is dug into the middle. Livingston is blocked. CACCIAMANI. You talked about that matchup, Heather. That will be a key. CACCIAMANI, number 2 in white against number 18 in black, SHERISA Livingston. Into the match now is Robin Gukas in the middle. She replaces Kalna Miller. Ball is dug, but it's going into the cheerleaders. Unretrievable. Game 1, 3-1 Penn State.
Gukas getting one of the first starts of her career. Just a freshman, came in and earned the starting position, then got sick right before the NACWA tournament, the opening tournament of the season, and has worked her way back into it all year.
Bremner tries to slap it over. Chance for Wisconsin. Maastricht over the top. Did she get a touch? She thought she did. And she will get one. Our first referee, we should tell you, is Patty Rolfe. Mary Holly is our second official.
Big arm swing by Maastricht, just hits up and over the block of Schoenveld. Kind of kicks a field goal through her arm.
3-2. They set Schoenveld, who's been hot and cold this year. When she's on, she's a dynamic hitter. On the left side, Wisconsin trying to tie it up. Bremner, back set. Couldn't get any wood on the ball with Schumacher. Livingston knuckles it up, set left side, and that's too high. ERIN Bird.
The freshman playing in Rec Hall for the first time in her career. It's got to be a little bit intimidating, especially up against that block. The good news is she's going up against Gukas and not up against CACCIAMANI.
Second meeting of the year. Penn State won the first in Madison 3-1. Maastricht. And Maastricht puts it away. Move. Like Wisconsin, one of the better players in the Big Ten.
And you can tell that Maastricht has played in the middle because she's very good at quick tempo attacks, especially off of serve receive. And Pete Waite will use her on those quick tempo attacks as often as possible.
Lions leading 3-2. Wisconsin ball. Wisconsin with a record of 20-8. They're 13-5 in the Big Ten. Just one game behind Mike Hebert's Minnesota squad, having a terrific year. Good pass. Bremner back sets, coming around. Ball is dug up. And Penn State gets it.
Here's a look at Robin Gukas, the best blocker of the 3 that share that second middle position. The key for her tonight is some offense.
And the ball hit off the block, out of bounds. So Kelly Kennedy gets the whack. Kennedy, a definite presence up there at 6'4". Serving is Maastricht. 3-2. And the ball hit off the block. That's Katie Schumacher, who's really come into her own this year after being a substitute last year. Now Kalna Miller will come in. Gukas goes out. Miller is a dynamic little defender, a junior from Pittsburgh. 14 aces on the year. Set left, that's trouble. Free ball. Bremner, back set. Schumacher whacks it out of bounds. No touch detected.
When you look at Wisconsin's serving strategy, watch for them serving number 7, Carrie Schoenveld for Penn State. It's a strategy they're going after. They want her to touch as many balls as possible to take away some of her offense.
Nice tip down. The ball passed right over the net by Amanda Rome, and Wisconsin has tied it up.
And passing is so key to this Penn State offense. For Penn State to run a distributed offense, they have to have the pass. Here, all Bonnie Bremner can do is jump up. She's in the back row right now, so couldn't even attack that ball.
Over the top, and Wisconsin has its first lead. So 4 unanswered points by the Badgers after trailing 3-0.
And right now, it's all about unforced hitting errors for Penn State.
Another pass over the net, and Kennedy tomahawks it. 5-3.
And, you know, very interesting, the first time these two teams met this year, Wisconsin got the quick start. They won game 1 up in Madison. Penn State with a very slow start, but Penn State started serving a lot tougher, had 8 aces, and won that game in 4.
LEILANI SCHLOTTFELDT, the junior from Brazil, comes in, the best server on the team. She doesn't have a jumper, but she has a murderous floater. This one's fairly easy. Good pass. And blocking the set is CACCIAMANI. You can't do that. Ball has to be a little bit on your side.
Exactly. Has to cross the plane of the net to become an attackable ball. Otherwise, you need to give the setter the opportunity to distribute the ball. Right there, you see CACCIAMANI reached over the plane of the net to attack it.
And an excellent play by Lizzie Fitzgerald to draw that violation. Left side, ball is dug. Wisconsin's been humming. They lead 5-3, looking for 6-3. Not yet. Over the net, CACCIAMANI has it. Set left. Ball is popped up, and it's out of bounds.
Nice idea, though, by Lizzie Fitzgerald, who has really come into her own. All year she's been battling with Morgan Shields, a freshman, for that starting spot. But Fitzgerald has gotten a lot more offensive as the season has progressed.
Fitzgerald becoming the starter in October. Out of the back line, Maastricht. Good dig by Penn State in the back line. Set left, and the put away. Carrie Schonveld with the blast. Schonveld this year hitting .272. It's about normal for her. Lots of kills, lots of errors, lots of unpredictable plays. 5-4 now as Penn State gets a point. Little tip, and that's going down. There's a break in the action. We're going to take a short timeout. It is game 1. Wisconsin leading the #1 team in the nation early, 5-4.
Are you ready for this? Kick Old Man winner in the teeth with Prestone Antifreeze, the #1 way to fight corrosion and protect your aluminum radiator to 84 below. Get in the Prestone zone so nothing can stop you now.
There are a lot of different ways to say no to drugs.
Do you want to get high?
Man, get that joint on my face. That joint on my face.
Chronic's no joke. It could ruin my rep. I can't face the blunt, so yo, I gotta step.
How dare thou ask me to smoke that filthy marijuana? Nay, I say to thee. Nay! No matter how you say it. Nah, we cool. They'll understand.
I am the bullet drill bit. With my pilot point tip, I drill holes without slipping, because accurate holes are my life. I'm the bullet. I'm built by Black & Decker.
No, you must feel the music. Feel the music.
Give me a break.
Whoa, give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat rock.
Taco Bell introduces the chalupa.
Ooh.
With a shell so crispy.
Ay, ay, ay.
So flaky.
Oh.
So chewy and tasty.
Hurt me.
You'll wonder why we put anything in them at all.
Por favor, drop the chalupa.
Get your hands on one now for just 99 cents. If you don't love it, we'll give you your money back. Only at Taco Bell.
They're back. 4 new Chihuahuas are looking for love. Get yours now at Taco Bell.
Are you ready for this? Kick Old Man winner in the teeth with Prestone Antifreeze, the #1 way to fight corrosion and protect your aluminum radiator to 84 below. Get in the Prestone zone so nothing can stop you now.
Welcome back to Recreation Hall. When we left you in game 1, Wisconsin was up 5-4. It is now 8-7. Penn State has the lead. Of course, Penn State's Russ Rose, a terrific coach. He has the second highest winning percentage of all time, 6 Big Ten titles and 4 trips to the national semifinal. He has 3 senior starters in his lineup. He talked earlier about their contribution to the team.
You know, Bonnie's made great contributions to the game. Lauren's had a marvelous offensive career. And, you know, Carrie's been the solidifying part based on passing and defense and doing the things that she does so well. So, I mean, they've had a marvelous run. To win 4 Big Ten championships is fantastic for those people. They should really be excited about it.
This senior class has amassed an amazing record of 126 wins to just 5 losses, 4 Big Ten titles in Bonnie Bremner's career. You can't get much better than that.
Bremner has served 2 aces. Here comes Livingston, and she goes right over the top.
Livingston has started off hot, already 3 quick kills. And what I like about the Badgers offense right now, and credit Lizzie Fitzgerald, is we've seen some good balance. Jenny Maastricht with 4 kills and Kelly Kennedy with 5.
Meyer is out. Livingston is out. You wonder why Livingston goes out? Well, she's not an accomplished backcourt player yet. And Jamie Gardner is number 5. Ball is blocked. Penn State on the attack. Bremner sets right. Ball is dug up. Chance for Wisconsin here. Left side, and the roll shot over the top. Good shot. ERIN BYRD, who came out of the Sports Performance Club, a freshman from Glen Ellen, Illinois.
And a lot of the players on the court tonight out of Rick Butler's Spry Club, not only BYRD, but Kelly Kennedy and Bonnie Bremner as well.
So they have a little bit of a pipeline there. 8-8 game 1. Big blast, great dig. And the put away. Robin Gukas pounds it through. Gukas is the tallest player on Penn State.
And there's a reason for it. At 6'3", her dad, Matt, was a former NBA player, a current basketball analyst as well, so I think the height is in the genes.
And her grandfather was also an NBA basketball player. Matt Sr. won an NBA title with the Philadelphia Warriors, so she has great genes. Kind of an interesting story why she didn't play basketball. We'll tell you about that next time she does something well. Ball is off the top and down. Good spike on the right side. Schumacher again. Schumacher hot, 4 kills.
And it's so fun to see Katie Schumacher having such a great end of this season. Her freshman year was disappointing for her. She came in as a recruit, a lot like Logan Tom out of Stanford, one of the top recruits ever to come to Penn State, and just never got the chance to shine.
Kennedy and Penn State was into the net. Penn State, no secret, they're anticipating Kennedy and Livingston on the quick sets every time.
Exactly, and so Penn State needs to commit block in the middle, which will leave the outsides one-on-one, but Wisconsin has to do is have those outsides prove that they deserve 2 blockers.
Nice dig by Amanda Rome, and that's going to be a point for Wisconsin. So Wisconsin trailed early 3-0, and then scored 5 unanswered to make it 5-3. Then Penn State going on a run. It's been back and forth. Now it's 9-8 Badgers, and the tip straight down by CACCIAMANI.
Nice job that time by the setter, Bonnie Bremner, who got pulled off the net and still went to the middle. The 3rd kill for CACCIAMANI, and that shows the confidence between these 2 players and the timing that they have.
Here comes LEILANI SCHLOTTFELDT, the first South American to ever play. And you saw Katie Schumacher getting a rest. Pretty good pass. Running to get it is Fitzgerald. Ball is blocked and covered. On the run, Fitzgerald. That's legal, by the way. You can toss it up there any way you want on first contact. Ball is dug. Fitzgerald sets. Ball is dug up again. Nice play by Schonveld. And sneaking it through was number 12, Amanda Rome, a sophomore from Chaska, Minnesota.
And you've got to love it. Watch this. Amanda Rome flat-footed. She was way too far inside the court and still able to get the kill. That's huge.
9-9. Now make it 10-9 as Penn State goes back on top. Good game 1 here at Recreation Hall. Penn State in white serving. SCHLOTTFELDT turning it up. Going to be another point. Look out below. And Rome gets the kill.
And Chris, this is exactly what has plagued Wisconsin all season long, is the ball control. Penn State has gotten back into game 1 behind tremendous serving. Already 3 aces for Penn State. And SCHLOTTFELDT serving very strategically those tough floaters, making it impossible for Wisconsin to run an offense.
Gardner goes out. Pete Wade trying to slow down the momentum. ERIN BYRD having a lot of trouble passing the ball right now. Penn State looking for another point. And she tips it down. Wow. That's a play that should never go down, but it did.
Those outside hitters need to suck in right here. If you pull off the net, you need to pull off and dig that ball, or left back, which is BYRD, needs to do it. But BYRD and Ross have got to talk about it and dig that tip. That's a gimme.
I'd say left front has that ball all the way. Timeout called by Wisconsin. Just moments ago it was 9-9, and now the Badgers in trouble, trailing by 3. We'll be back.
Meet Jane and Joe. Both neighbors want to decorate for the holidays. Jane bought grid lights and ice lights from Walgreens. Joe uses last year's lights. Jane uses grid lights because they come in a web of 200 lights that are tangle-free. Joe has a mess on his hands. Jane puts grid lights throughout the yard. They're easy to use and go on in minutes. Joe's approach is awkward and time-consuming, but grid lights are so convenient. Jane finishes her decorating with ice lights. They come in a 26-foot strand of 450 lights. Outdoors and even inside, Jane creates the illusion of beautiful icicles. Best part, grid lights are only $16.99. Ice lights just $19.99 from Walgreens. You can even make them flash, and they meet all UL safety standards. Grid lights and ice lights add a special magic to your holidays with their sparkling beauty. Now, Jane's home is the showpiece of the neighborhood, and she has time to enjoy the holidays. Next year, Joe will buy holiday lights from Walgreens. Supplies of grid lights and ice lights are limited, so order yours now. Brighten the season with holiday lighting from Walgreens.
Tonight on ESPN at 7 Sports Center, at 7:30 NFL Primetime, and at 8:15 Sunday Night Football as the Falcons meet the Panthers. On ESPN2 at 9 RPM tonight, at 9:30 NASCAR's Greatest Moments, plus continuous scores and breaking news on the bottom line. And on ESPN Classic, beginning at 7, Classic Click and Picks, and at 10, Farewell to a Champion, Martina Navratilova. Do you have all the ESPN networks?
This is the 21st meeting between these two teams. Penn State has won 19 of 20. We asked middle blocker SHERISA Livingston about the rivalry with Penn State.
From the day that I walked in, it was just like Penn State, Wisconsin, Penn State, Wisconsin. Everybody was talking about it. It was just like I knew that was the team that everybody wanted to be. I mean, every team in our conference matters, but that's the team that everybody really wants to be.
Doesn't sound like a heated rivalry with that 19-1 advantage, but these two teams fight tooth and nail. In fact, the last time Wisconsin beat Penn State 2 years ago in Madison on Halloween night, for many of these players, that was the most memorable win ever.
Penn State's got it going now. That's going to be another point. It was tied 7-7, 8-8, 9-9, but now Penn State with 4 unanswered to lead 13-9. CACCIAMANI with 5 kills. It is the best 3 out of 5 game match to 15. Have to win by 2. There is no cap. Great set. Kennedy off balance. Fitzgerald again to Kennedy. Doing a lot of tipping on the right side, and it's being covered. There's another tip going down.
Same exact place, Chris. CACCIAMANI picking up her 6th kill, and they have got to adjust. That left side player, the front row, must dig that tip.
Game point for Penn State. Here it comes. No, it goes right back over. And apparently the ball was outside the antenna when it contacted the net. Livingston is back in, number 18 in the front line. 14-9, Wisconsin down now.
Good look at Mike Shaw, the assistant coach, and Russ Rose planning.
Left side, Rome. Chance for a point here. Wisconsin. Set left. Coming in fast. No. Bonnie Bremner was there along with her pal CACCIAMANI. Second chance for game point. Here's Amanda Rome. Slam dunk. Fitzgerald.
When this Wisconsin team gets a good pass, their offense is very hard to stop, especially with Fitzgerald being as offensive as she's been right now. 2 kills for the setter here in game 1.
Lizzie Fitzgerald, the sophomore from New Orleans, serving. Penn State sets left, and Schoenveld pops one through. Schoenveld, the senior from Portage, Michigan. She has 3 kills. And once again, the Nittany Lions have game point. Good pass. Set left. Maastricht pounds it. That's a good rotation for the Badgers with Livingston in the middle and Maastricht on the left.
And once again, they get the good pass. This time, the senior Allison Ross put up a beautiful pass to Fitzgerald, who had 3 hitting options to set.
14-9 is our score. Wisconsin, the team in black, is behind. Bremner right in her face. Now, Bremner is hitting 140 points less than she did last year. She's just not as good offensively this year.
She's attacking just as often, but she hasn't had the success. One of the reasons is that her opponents have really keyed in on that. You saw that time 2 blockers up on the setter. That's unheard of, and that really shows the respect that Wisconsin has for Bremner's hitting ability.
Penn State's record this year, 28-1. The only loss was to Florida in the opening match of the year. And Russ Rose certainly wants one of those coveted #1 seeds. There will be 4 of them. And if his team can win out the next 2 matches, he will definitely get one.
Definitely, but he must win these last 2. They also play Purdue on Saturday. Lauren CACCIAMANI, this is a team that the last 2 years has lost in the finals, the championship match, in 5 games. She is on a mission. She, Bonnie Bremner, and Carrie Schonveld, the 3 seniors, have said this is the year that they have to do it. They are not looking back, and I think they've got the experience and the maturity to do it.
Got a very nice crowd on hand here at Recreation Hall, where Penn State has not lost a volleyball match in 4 years. The fans come out, the 3rd highest attended college in terms of fan support, behind Hawaii and Nebraska. This is game 1, 14-10. I'm Chris Marlowe. My partner is Heather Cox. We're glad to be back together again. As Schoenveld tops one through. Set left. Coming is Maastricht. Oh, and she beanballs CACCIAMANI, but she got it up. A little facial. Early. Livingston over the top and down. So CACCIAMANI, a game 1 trip to the beauty parlor. She gets faced. Well, you have to admire her when you can get faced and get that ball up,
and
too.
And still get it up. She played some amazing defense. Meanwhile, the freshman ERIN Bird stepped right out of her shoe during that rally. That shoe came popping up into our area of the court.
14-11 now. Wisconsin has scored 2 in a row. Short serve. Good play. And it's going to be another point. Boy, this has been a game of a lot of lousy passing.
Well, it's amazing. You talk to any coach in the country, and they say serve and pass from the high school level to the international level is what wins matches. Well, certainly in game 1, both coaches, depending on who wins, will look back to the passing game as their key factor that they won or lost.
Russ Rose takes timeout. 14-12 in game 1. The Nittany Lions still up by 2.
Wisconsin on a mini run, a 3-0 run behind some solid passing. They've been able to distribute a little bit more. Kelly Kennedy's been very effective as well as Maastricht and Livingston. So a balanced attack. What they want to do now is continue to get their outsides. Ross and Bird a little bit more involved. That'll open up Kennedy and Livingston.
Pete Wade replaced the popular head coach John Cook, who left to take the assistant job at Nebraska. He was born in Monona, Wisconsin. He grew up a huge Wisconsin fan, so he felt it was the right time to leave, and they've been doing well. It took them a little time to get going, but now they're rounding into form and playing very well.
Yeah, he was so successful at Northern Illinois. He said there are very few schools I would have left Northern Illinois for. Wisconsin was one of the few.
9 20-win seasons. So Wisconsin back in it. Allison Ross serving. They'll set left, Schoenveld. And into the net was either Livingston or Bird. So Penn State gets a break. You're not allowed to touch the net at any time. And now Penn State will serve game point. 14-12. Bad pass, free ball. Bremner. Who will she set? Back set. Schumacher rejected by Maastricht. A one-on-one roofer.
That was huge, and a lot of matchup blocking Pete Wade has done that time, leaving Maastricht on the left side. They did that the last 2 plays, and it's been very successful, putting the best blocker on the most powerful attacker.
Kelly Kennedy, you saw her. She's back in the front line now. Jamie Gardner, 5'7" defensive specialist from Wisconsin serving. Bremner back set, off the top. Pretty good dig. Back set, over the top. Bird couldn't terminate. Set left, and that's going downtown. Big hit by number 10, Katie Schumacher. They're up here in Rec Hall. Game point, Penn State. Back set, Maastricht hits it straight down.
And Lizzie Fitzgerald is setting a phenomenal game 1, really distributing the ball, being so deceptive, and now Maastricht picks up her 8th kill in this very first game. That's amazing. She averages just 4 a game.
14-12. Penn State is ahead. Down the line. Good shot by Amanda Rome. Russ Rose tells us that Amanda Rome has a high volleyball IQ. Very, very smart player.
And she reminds me a lot of Christy Cochran, the outside hitter that's now playing professionally, that played for Penn State. Just anything will go so much best. Just a great competitive spirit.
Calma Miller comes in and serves it out of bounds. So Miller, with her 10th service error this year, Wisconsin gets the ball back. It's been a very long game 1. Both teams have had their chances. It was tied at 9 before Penn State reeled off 4 in a row. They still lead 14-12. And that ball is out of bounds. And Wisconsin has pulled to within 1. 14-13 now.
And 2 late hitting errors by Katie Schumacher. It'll be interesting to see where Bonnie Bremner goes with the ball this time.
Good serve by Bird. She'll scoop it left side. Rome spins it. Chance to tie it up right here. Out of the back line, Maastricht puts it away. Jenny Maastricht has tied it up at 14.
9 Game 1 kills. I just said on the season she averages 4 per game. That's an amazing stat. 9 is unheard of. She's on fire.
We're playing by 15, but you have to win by 2. So someone's going to have to get pancake. No, spatula was not extended far enough. Boy, the tips have really hurt Wisconsin in this game.
The wings, the back row wing players, the right sides and the left sides have got to squeeze in and adjust. Lauren CACCIAMANI has that tip, but if she pounds the ball, she hits it so straight down that you can move in anyway. Wisconsin
has scored 5 unanswered points. Back set, here comes Kennedy. She whacks it. Chance for Penn State right here. To get a point, they'll go to CACCIAMANI, and she's dug. Nice play in the backcourt by Gardner. Maastricht coming out at the back line. It's Doug. Chasing is Miller. 14-14 Game 1. Wisconsin in black, Penn State in white. Someone touched the net. Somebody touched the net. And it was number 2, Lizzie Fitzgerald.
That's a tough play. She swung to make it deceptive. Looked like she was hitting in the process at the bottom of the tape.
7th game point for the Nittany Lions. Not yet. Jenny Maastricht having the game of her career. 10 kills in Game 1. We go 5 games, she'll be up to Heather Cox type numbers. She'll be
in my dream.
On fire. Everybody in black is on fire tonight, Heather. There's Maastricht. So serving will be Kennedy. Kennedy in the back line now. So Wisconsin apparently out of subs. Back set. CACCIAMANI drills it.
CACCIAMANI's been unstoppable on the slide. If I'm Bonnie Bremner, I keep calling the play the slide because Wisconsin's left side block has not adjusted yet.
15-14 Penn State. Trying to wrap up game point. Maastricht off speed into the bottom of the net.
That's huge. That is the worst play to me in volleyball. I can say this is the player when you shank a ball and your setter has no other option but to set you in the backcourt and you hit it into the net. There's nothing worse than making an error on 2 out of 3 touches.
Game 1 a beauty. The number 1 ranked Penn State Nittany Lions outlast Wisconsin 16-14.
Penn State with some good serving in Game 1. Forced Maastricht off the net. Does a roll shot, a low-risk play, but she takes a little bit too much heat off of it, almost afraid to make the mistake.
Penn State wins Game 1, 16-14. We'll continue with our coverage of Big Ten women's volleyball right after this.
No, it's too red. Too dark. This is gonna be perfect.
You can get enough orange and blue to last a season at Lucas Paints in Denver, but bring your Visa card, because they don't take American Express. Visa is everywhere NFL fans want to be.
I am the bullet drill bit. With my pilot point tip, I drill holes without slipping, because accurate holes are my life. I'm the bullet. I'm built by Black & Decker.
You start bumming butts from friends. Then you buy them. Wondering where the money for all your stuff went?
A bear fell down the hill. What will I do? Mom, what's this word?
Sound it out.
Mountain.
That's right.
At last, the bear made it to the top.
You just read that whole book. Let's celebrate.
Okay.
All right. Here you are. Thank you.
Happy meal. Happy meal, please.
Are you ready for this? Kick Old Man Winter in the teeth with Prestone Antifreeze, the #1 way to fight corrosion and protect your aluminum radiator to 84 below. Get in the Prestone zone so nothing can stop you now.
It's the definitive book on sports in the 20th century. In words and pictures, it brings to life our most celebrated athletes and greatest memories. ESPN Sports Century, the perfect holiday gift. In bookstores now or log on to ESPNstore.com.
Welcome back to Recreation Hall. Big Ten women's volleyball. Penn State winning game 1, 16-14. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Marlowe and Heather Cox. Interesting game 1, 6 ties. Penn State led at one point 14-9. They had 7 chances to put it away. They couldn't. Wisconsin almost came back and won it.
Penn State snuck away in game 1 here. They are so fortunate that they got this game. It was all because of serving 3 Penn State aces. Otherwise, when you look statistically, Wisconsin won every battle. They won the defensive battle, the blocking battle. They almost out-hit Penn State. Penn State with a higher percentage at 29%, but that's way below their season average of 33%.
Jenny Maastricht had an All-America game 1. She hit 6-15 with 10 kills. Responding on the other side, Lauren CACCIAMANI had 8 kills. She hit 3-57.
Maastricht also got some support from Kennedy and Livingston. The middle strong as usual for Wisconsin. Kennedy and Livingston combined for 10 kills. So between those 3, 20 Badger kills, 20 of the 22. No production at all from both Allison Ross and ERIN Byrd. They need to pick it up a little bit for Wisconsin to win.
Two teams have switched sides, as you do in women's collegiate volleyball. Penn State in white, Wisconsin in black. Here we go, start of game 2. Set left, and this is not a position that Wisconsin wants to be in, setting their lefts a lot. CACCIAMANI pounds it. CACCIAMANI is a senior now from Paramus, New Jersey. She's got some great numbers. She's 3rd in career kills behind Lori Barbarich and Terry Zamaitis, 5th in attacks, 2nd in total blocks, 3rd in solos. One of the greatest players that Penn State certainly has ever had. So is Bonnie Bremner. She shoots it left. Schumacher off speed, and Kennedy pounds one through.
And a little interesting tidbit of information for you. Lori Barbarich, the player that's #1 on that list, now Lori Rose. Married to head coach Russ Rose. They have 3 great young boys. All of them, actually, check that, 4 young boys, all in Pittsburgh for the holiday. Russ says hello to all of you.
Ball is dug up. Here comes Wisconsin. Ball dug nicely. Okay, Schonveld has really learned that overhand technique that has come into international volleyball. Bremner, right side, terrible set. It's tipped up. Joust coming. CACCIAMANI. And it's blocked. Wisconsin has it. Livingston around the horn. See ya. SHERISA Livingston, if you can get her the ball in the right position, she is automatic.
That's why it is all about ball control for Wisconsin. And this is new as a sophomore. Livingston hitting behind the setter a lot more. She gets outside the hands of Amanda Rome and just is able to slam it down. Last year, as a freshman, hit only in front of the setter.
Kennedy with the serve, and it's going to result in a point. So Kennedy's serve was hard enough to pass over the net, and it's 1. We'll make it 2-1 now with that point. Wisconsin 2, Penn State 1 in game 2 after the Nittany Lions won the first. Set left, boy, that's low, and Rome is faced. Is that where she wants that set, you think, Heather?
She wants it a little bit higher and more outside. She's the type of player that needs to elevate into the air and see the block.
And Wisconsin out early, 3-1. Wisconsin certainly does not seem intimidated by the crowd or the...
Not at all. They're accustomed to playing in the Big Ten. This is one of the strongest conferences historically in the nation, so they know how hard it is to play on the road.
Schumacher gets the blast. Russ Rose was telling me yesterday that she has finally figured out how to play college volleyball, figured out error control. She used to just hit the ball hard. Now she knows what to do with it. Ball popped up. That's okay. And Bremner keeps it in play. Wisconsin on the attack. They'll look left side. And down the line, the ball hit out. That looked like a pretty good set for Allison Ross, the senior from Solana Beach.
And Ross still looking for her first kill of the night.
Livingston snaps it down. I tell you, if I'm the setter, I'm setting Livingston on basically every play.
Everywhere you can, and that's something they need to learn. When Fitzgerald's pulled off the net, she still needs to funnel that ball inside to Livingston because she's got the skill to put it away.
And that ball is going, gone.
There's a look at Russ Rose. You see that notebook. Amazingly, he charts every single touch that his team makes, whether it's a pass, a dig, a hit, and he works on that throughout the match and makes changes to his lineup depending on how they perform in his stat category. Regular stats aren't enough for Russ.
Bremner, and that ball is down. So it's Bremner against Livingston. Livingston wins the war. There's a good look at SHERISA Livingston from Simi Valley, California. What a recruit she is. Going to be a great one.
Home of Don McLean. Great basketball player.
That's right. Big hit left side. Carrie Schoenveld. Honorable mention all Big Ten last year. She'll do better than that this year as Miller goes out.
And Russ Rose has said of Carrie Schoenfeld that she's got national team-like tendencies, a smart player and a powerful player.
Off speed and over the top, Livingston.
Well, hey, CACCIAMANI got away with it in game one. Livingston taking a little clue from what worked for Lauren and tipping right over the top of the block. The key for SHERISA is to be deceptive. Look like she's going for the full swing, and at the very last second, use your fingertip.
Livingston is out. She's replaced by number 5 in black, Jamie Gardner. They share the position. Little person, big person. Here comes CACCIAMANI. He's dug up. Bremner sets quick, and that ball is stuck.
And
Kelly
Bonnie
Kennedy waiting.
And Bremner frustrated. She did a great job being deceptive. She jump set, held the outside hitter, but didn't hold the middle hitter. That's something that Robin Gucas has got to recognize, or Bonnie needs to see that and dump when she gets the block in the air.
I would say a pretty good block by Kelly Kennedy, too. Bremner, that's the shot that has not been going this year, and Kennedy's going to tee off. Bremner just not getting up high enough to slam the ball down this year. Last year, she was so brilliant at doing that. And a substitution is coming in. So MISHKA Levy will come in for Gucas. There's Levy. It's a three-headed monster in the middle for Penn State. They have 3 young middle blockers who all can do a couple of different things.
Right, they say that Levy's the best 31 hitter, and of course that's the first attack that she runs, but unfortunately Bremner goes back row to CACCIAMANI and doesn't utilize that time Levy's 31 attack skill.
Nittany Lions out of sync, and Russ Rose calls timeout. Game 2, we're coming back. Rec Hall is quiet right now because Pete waits. Wisconsin Badgers are up 6-2.
Your attention, please. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Welcome to the new millennium.
For the only other person in the world, a diamond. Show her you'll love her for the next 1,000 years. A diamond is forever. De Beers.
Then the trucks came over the hill, each one covered in... What?
Over time, I've been building my castle of love. I've gone much too far for you now to say that I've got to throw my castle away. It may be true if you would believe, you too might be overjoyed.
Introducing the new professional high-speed rotary tool from Dremel. With digital controls and electronic feedback, it's more of everything you buy a Dremel rotary tool for. For every problem, there's a Dremel solution.
The NHL on ESPN. This is the game.
Flyers, Sabres, Thursday at 7 on ESPN2.
Back at Recreation Hall, State College, Pennsylvania. Penn State won game 1, Wisconsin leading in game 2. A little earlier we asked Wisconsin coach Pete Waite the importance of this match. This is what he said.
Well, these matches are important because if we win both on the weekend, there's a good chance that we could host, and that's huge for us. Obviously, any team would want to host and be in front of their home crowd.
If we don't, we're kind of on the bubble, so we don't know if we'll be able to host or be on the road. So obviously these are big for us.
I think Wisconsin gets in, but what's important is if they can upset Penn State, they have the chance to host. And when you can play at home, you have so much more success in the NCAA tournament.
RPI ranking for Wisconsin, we just saw it, it's number 22. So they would have to get to 16 as CACCIAMANI pounds it through, and they could theoretically do it. A win over Penn State at home. Yeah, that would get you puffed up.
I don't think a win over Ohio State, which is who they play tomorrow, would do it, but certainly important for them to split or sweep this weekend.
Well, the sweep is the key, I think, to move up to that 16th spot. And then if they could play in Madison, that would be a big help. Into the middle. Ball is blocked. That was Levy trying to whack it. Schoenveld. And the ball is out of bounds. Point, Wisconsin. So a mini surprise in game 2. Wisconsin getting confidence in game 1 and really turning it on here. They lead 7-2.
Well, Wisconsin's defense is doing the trick right now, forcing Penn State to hit negative. More hitting errors than kills so far in this match.
Penn State hitters have been a little bit erratic, too.
Well, it looks like they're a little bit intimidated, not taking the swings that they need to through this Wisconsin block. They have to have confidence in their swing, and Bonnie Brenner needs to work on getting them one-on-one.
Schoenveld with the serve. Maastricht, and Maastricht puts it away. Maastricht is a junior from Silver Lake, Wisconsin. Hitting just .232 on the year, but she is having a career match tonight.
Right now, Russ Rose asking for a little bit of a score check. Thinks that the score, according to his notebook, is 6-2. The officials did check, and we are correct at 7-2.
Well, let's see now. That scoreboard is working now. It goes back to 6-2. Apparently, Russ Rose has got some pull here.
That notebook is working. It's amazing what he charts and keeps track of, and there's a reason for it. He has been so extremely successful in his 21 years here as head coach, and he's on top of everything.
So officially, it is 6-2. A little surprised that Pete Waite didn't jump up. Maybe he didn't notice that it was 7-2, and then it went back to 62. I don't know.
He's got bigger fish to fry right now.
Part of the home court advantage. Guess you can see why they've won 74 straight matches in here. They've got it all going. Oh, what a block. You can see why Livingston was named the best blocker at the junior world. That's all the teams in the world.
Watch her hands, the way that she gets over the pike position. That's an international style block with the pike. There's a reason she's 10th in the nation right now. 1.6 blocks per game. Some teams don't even get that many in an entire game.
And that ball is put through the block. Getting the kill is Amanda Rome. Rome having a nice year. She's hitting .306 with 220 kills. Trying to find some rhythm are the Penn State Nittany Lions. They're trailing 7-2 here in game 2. Chris Marlowe, Heather Cox, glad you're with us. Chop block and the put away. If the United States makes it to the Olympics in women's volleyball, could SHERISA Livingston be considered as a possible front row substitute for McHaley, someone to put in to block the Cubans and stuff the Russians?
It'd be amazing at just a sophomore to be asked for such a high honor. Certainly possible. Danielle Scott coming back. She's got the clamps on that, but she would be a great blocking specialist.
Yeah. A lot of teams use that hitter-blocker specialist. Boy, she has really impressed me. Number 18.
The fun part is that she's only going to get better. 2.5 more years of eligibility.
And Heather, you know I love it when they start rolling up their sleeves, and Sherisa's doing that right now. Little tip shot. Got to have the sleeves rolled up to play big-time volleyball. Left side, here comes Maastricht. And Maastricht puts it away.
Wisconsin is just screaming with Maastricht. Penn State has not found a way to control her. You cannot give her steam. Also, the defense really needs to read those sharp angles because Maastricht has the hops to hit over the block.
7-2. Schoenveld, they said they were going to serve her, and it's really paying off here in game 2. Back set and down the line. The best hit of the match for ERIN Bird, the freshman from Glen Ellen, Illinois.
In fact, just the second kill for any outside hitter for Wisconsin. Ross still held without a kill. ERIN Bird now with 2, and Wisconsin continues to need to keep distributing the ball, go pin to pin.
The note clipboard of Russ Rose. What it tells him is his team's not playing very well here in game 2. That tip was touched, and so Penn State will have it back. Penn State also has a 47-match Big Ten winning streak on the line, in addition to the 74-match consecutive streak, which is an NCAA record.
And they've never gone 5 games here in Rec Hall during that streak. That's amazing. 67 of those wins have been 3-0 sweeps.
Livingston missed it, and Penn State gets a point. Schoenveld puts it away. 2 quick points for the Lions.
Schoenfeld's the type of player that can spark this team just by her attitude, her personality. She's always smiling. They call her Whitey. She's got 9 kills already, and she's just been a leader for 4 years here. This team really looks up to her and respects her.
8-4 Wisconsin. CACCIAMANI serving. Pretty good pass. Set left. Maastricht. Nice dig by CACCIAMANI. Bremner back set. Schumacher on the run. Couldn't get any wood on it. Fitzgerald sets left. Maastricht off the hands, out of bounds. Jenny Maastricht seeing the block well tonight. That is her 13th kill unofficially.
In 97, averaged 2.5 kills per game. 98, 2.5 kills per game. This year, she's jumped up to 4. And tonight, she's jumped up to All-American.
Well, you got 2 games, you got 13 kills. That's 6.5. And we're about halfway through game 2.
10 of those coming in game 1.
Penn State won the first 16-14. But Penn State has not looked all that good here in game 2. Coming around the horn is Ross. Bremner shoots it left. And Schoenveld looks like she's starting to get a little rhythm now.
That's the type of player she is. She's the type that likes to serve and hit, get into a rhythm, be in constant motion. She's almost like a swing attacker, a lot like Bill Neville does up at Washington.
Kennedy, and Kennedy chops it inside. So Kennedy gets the kill. That is her 8th. So the middles are really pounding away here. Kennedy with 8. Livingston has 9. Maastricht with 13. And the outside hitter is very light production so far. Set left. Schumacher is blocked.
Nice one-on-one by Fitzgerald. You know, you look at Kelly Kennedy, the last 8 matches, she's really turned up the heat. Her right hand, the ring finger she broke, missed the first 4 matches of the season, wore a huge splint on it. She called it the club. It really took over her ability to hit. And now she's finally playing the best volleyball of her career because they've really limited that splint. She does it's finally not hurting her anymore.
Fitzgerald trying to sneak it through. She paws one to the left side, and no touch to take it. Boy, that is a ball you just have to put down if you're a big-time left side hitter, and Bird just could not get any mustard on it.
Tough for a freshman coming to such a high, important match.
Penn State on the attack, trailing 9-4. Make it 9-5.
Nice recognition that time by Bonnie Bremner, recognizing that Lizzie Fitzgerald was stuck blocking in the middle. Bremner set to the weak attack rather than going outside where Kennedy had lined up.
Serving will be Carrie Schoenveld. Pretty good pass. Out of the back line, Maastricht rolls it into the corner. So Maastricht, big smile, big hits. Kill number 14.
I'd say she's having some fun.
And now ERIN Bird will serve it. Into the middle, slamming it, out of the net. Badgers poke it over, a little pinball defense. Left side, Rome did not get a good approach. Ball poked up. 3 ball. Lions on the attack. Back set, Schumacher pounds it out of bounds.
Boy, and Amanda Rome wants the ball. During that transition, you could hear her yelling to Bonnie, 4, which is the high outside, and then she was telling her how she wanted it. She kept saying 4, fast. Rome wants it a little bit quicker.
Well, she got the fast one early, and she got a facial in the nose. I think she needs a little more of a loopy so she can get a little,
I think she can hit the fastball, but it needs to go out to the antenna. It can't sink inside. No sinker.
You don't want to get a low fastball with Kennedy and Livingston hanging around. Game 2, Wisconsin leading Penn State 10-5.
We have to find a better way to manage our money. We should pay down all of our credit cards. Consolidate. The interest rates are too high. I should stop worrying and finally do something about it.
We went online and checked out wingspanbank.com. First thing we did was apply for the Wingspan Bank Platinum Visa card.
We were approved in minutes, so we had our new account in no time.
We got a low 3.9 rate for the first 5 months, and then a 9.99 fixed rate after that for every online and offline purchase.
Plus, we get 5% cash back from some of the best online merchants. And wingspanbank.com will refund any unauthorized online purchases. So now we can shop with 100% confidence.
And I can run with 100% quiet.
Expand your financial options with wingspanbank.com. With the Wingspan Bank Platinum Visa card, you'll get a low rate, high credit limit, no annual fee, and 5% cash back from select online merchants. Apply now at wingspanbank.com/TV or call the toll-free number. Wingspanbank.com. New freedom in managing your money.
Hoops gears up for a top conference clash.
If you're looking for hoops, look no further than ESPN.
The night gets started when the Badgers look to stop the scoring force of a destructive deacon called O'Kelly. Later, big-time Blue Devils Shane Battier and Duke dance with super sophomore Corey Bradford and the Fighting Illini. Wisconsin-Wake Forest at 7, Duke, Illinois at 9. The ACC Big Ten Challenge, Tuesday on ESPN.
Nobody does hoops like ESPN.
Penn State, the #1 team in the nation, leading 1-0, but trailing 10-5 in game 2. Penn State got 54 votes this week as the top team in the nation, Heather.
They started the season as #1. They're currently #1. The key for Penn State, they want to be #1 the last match of the season. Stanford, Hawaii, Florida Pacific have all stayed in the same spot. UCLA has progressively moved up. They've had a great Pac-10 season, co-champs with Stanford.
Remember, only 4 teams can get those #1 seeds. Who would you pick for the 4 teams right now?
Right now, I give 1 to Penn State,
Okay.
1 to Stanford, 1 to Pacific, and I think the NCAA committee will give 1 to Hawaii. They would like to see Hawaii make it to the national championship. I think that Hawaii has earned it. The big question mark is a lot of people think Florida will get it. They're #4 in the nation right now. I don't think their RPI is high enough. They haven't had the strength of schedule. They're tied for 6th with Nebraska in the RPI. Pacific is 2nd.
That ball is hit out of bounds, and Penn State will have it. This is game 2. Wisconsin, the team in the black uniforms, leading 10-6 as that ball is hit into the net. It's been a very poor performance by Penn State here in game 2, an elevated performance by Wisconsin in game 2.
Yeah, their offense is really clicking, doing a nice job, hitting about 35% as a team. Much improved over game 1.
Good pass there. Schumacher, ball dug. Chance for a point, slap shot. Miller goes and gets it. Nice play by Rome. Trying to get it. Free ball coming. Set left side. Ross is blocked. It's poked up, however. Good coverage. Ross on the run. She spins it down the line. Here comes Miller. Livingston is there waiting. And Wisconsin is going to get another point. So the Wisconsin Badgers, who have won 5 in a row and 9 of their last 10, turning it on here in game 2, leading 11-6. And that's another trouble play.
Penn State has to pass. Credit Wisconsin, serving very well. And strategically, they're taking Penn State out of their offense. They've really been attacking Perry Schoenfeld.
#7 in white getting most of the serves. CACCIAMANI, nice dig again. Kennedy, and trying to get there. She could not. ERIN Bird.
Well, that's a big dig by Kennedy. We've talked about the matchup between CACCIAMANI and Kennedy, but the way that the coaches have spun the dial, which determines the starting matchup, CACCIAMANI has been matched up at the front court with Livingston.
If there was ever a player that could start a rally, it's this woman, LEILANI SCHLOTTFELDT. She serves a BB. Fitzgerald pokes it, and she touched the net. So SCHLOTTFELDT comes in, and the result is a quick point. Make it 12-7.
Same thing happened in game 1. SCHLOTTFELDT serves that deep floater. She's way back where a basketball end line would be.
Oh, and she gets the ace. I take timeout right now if I'm Pete Waite. I get up and take it. Get up and take that timeout.
She can take over a match from the end line.
Going to make a substitution first.
There you can see how far back she is. No basketball in here because this is a volleyball-only facility. But that end line, she's a good 20 to 30 feet behind the volleyball end line.
Kennedy goes out. Meyer is in. And the Wisconsin players say, woo! Thank God that one went out of bounds and I didn't have to catch it. So Waite makes a good substitution to slow the momentum.
That's all about good coaching right there.
And Wisconsin will serve it. Lizzie Fitzgerald, who's set well tonight. Bremner sets left. And Rome turns it out of bounds. Another hitting error for the Lions. Make it 13-9.
Penn State right now just hovering right around 0%. Just as many hitting errors as they've had kills. That's a product of ball control. Bonnie Bremner can be so deceptive, but she needs a good pass to do it.
5-point lead for Wisconsin. Here's Rome, and Rome hits it right through the middle of the block.
And good control that time by Rome. Takes a little bit of heat off the ball to make sure that she doesn't get the hitting error.
So Amanda Rome will serve, replacing Christy Cochran in the lineup this year. And Livingston marlows it. She pounds that thing. Look at that bounce. I was, but I was a hitter
but you can hit like
in
that,
a
right?
previous life. Score remains 13-8. Livingston, give me your kills. She has 10 and 4 stuff blocks. Ball dug. Schoenveld, wow. You know, they always say cushion the dig. Keep it on your side, and when you pop it back over the net, you are just asking to dig a foxhole.
First thing I ever learned playing high school volleyball, Professor Lou, who was at Santa Barbara for a long time, said, cushion it. You've got to break your wrist and break your elbow to cushion the ball.
Maastricht. And there's a play you don't see very often, but sometimes can be very effective. Just a little two in the middle against one blocker.
It's one of the most elementary sets in all of volleyball. You run it a lot in high school. It's called an X in college. You usually have a quick set coming in as the decoy, but Jenny Maastricht leaps so high, that set works for her.
Good set by Fitzgerald. The wing blocker's
I
not
like
in on
what
that play.
Lizzie's doing tonight.
Lizzie's
Great
doing
setting.
okay. Set left, here comes Schoenveld. And she hits the linesman. Did it get somebody? It did.
Allison Ross got tagged as well as the linesman. That's the second time that Ross hasn't been able to get out of the way of an attack that was going out.
Schoenveld is whacking them all over the place as Bremner serves. It's 13-8 Wisconsin. Game 2. Off speed. Bremner. Slap shot. Wisconsin on the attack. Maastricht. Off speed and the put away. Jenny Maastricht. Perhaps unhappy that you didn't feature her in the Open, Heather Cox, being an outstanding player.
Hey, I'll feature her in the closing.
That's right. 15 kills for Maastricht. Her team leading 13-8. And the put away. They're using Schoenveld a lot. She has 12 kills. And she will go back to serve. She's very deep also. Good pass there. Into the middle to Kennedy. What a dig, but somebody touched the net.
And what an approach by Kennedy. A little step-in move. She looks like she's going to hit the 31 at the last minute. A big parallel move along the net to hit that quick one. Very hard to block.
13 serving 8. Bremner on the run. Rome, free ball. Chance to go to 14 right now. Wisconsin tipping. That was ill-advised. Set left. Here comes Ross. Right side, back to Kennedy. And Kennedy gets the touch, and a point for Wisconsin. So the first game point for the Wisconsin Badgers, trying to tie up the match at 1 game apiece. Set to serve is Bird. Bremner back set. This could be it. Fitzgerald, Kennedy tips. Back over. Free ball, Badgers. Set left, Ross. And no touch detected. Not sure if Ross is going for that high hands or she's just missing it on the left.
I think she's going for the high hands, especially on a tight ball. The last thing she wants to do is get stuffed. But she's got to start working on her roll shots. It's obviously, you know, you have good nights and you have bad nights. And now's one of those nights where you need to be a smart attacker.
Robin Gukas goes out. Calna Miller replaces her. Here comes Kennedy. Miller's dig is at the 3-meter line. Here comes Schumacher. Oh, what a dig. Beautifully by Bird. Ross. And it's coming back over. What does Ross have to do to get a point? And setting Maastricht, she wasn't ready. Might have been a little low anyway. Set left side. Coming is Rome. She's blocked. Bremner will set right. Schumacher. Off speed. It's Doug. Wisconsin long rally. Still going. Bremner back set. Can anybody put it away? Yes! That makes it 14-9. You want to win the match, you have to win the long rallies. And that was a point. And a timeout taken by Pete Waite. We are coming back. Wisconsin with a big 14-9 lead. CAD, Russ Rose's Lions come back. Stay with us. We'll find out.
Are you ready for this?
Hit me with your best
Kick old man winter in the teeth with Prestone Antifreeze, the #1 way to fight corrosion and protect your aluminum radiator to 84 below. Get in the Prestone zone so nothing can stop you now.
No, no, you must feel the music. Feel the music.
Give me a break.
Whoa, give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat pie. Give me a hand. Give me a hand. Come on. Drop the chalupa. Drop it. Drop the chalupa.
Yeah, drop the chalupa.
The new Taco Bell chalupa is so good, people won't put it down. With a shell so crispy and flaky on the outside, yet soft and chewy on the inside, you'll wonder why we put stuff in it at all. Grab one now for just 99 cents.
Move. Mine.
They're back. 4 new Chihuahuas are looking for love. Get yours now at Taco Bell.
I am the bullet drill bit. With my pilot point tip, I drill holes without slipping, because accurate holes are my life. I'm the bullet. I'm built by Black & Decker.
The Pentium 3 processor. Don't just get onto the internet, get into it at Intel.com.
Are you ready for this? Kick old man winter in the teeth with Prestone Antifreeze, the #1 way to fight corrosion and protect your aluminum radiator to 84 below. Get in the Prestone zone so nothing can stop you now.
Recreation Hall on the campus of Penn State University here in State College. Chris Marlowe, Heather Cox. Penn State won game 1, eked it out 16-14. Game 2, a turnaround, Heather Cox.
And right now it's crunch time, and thanks to Katie Schumacher and her 9 kills, this team has been able to stave off game point and side out consistently. Now the question is, can you score enough points in a hurry? It all starts with the serve and Kalma Miller.
Wisconsin has led all the way. They jumped out 9-4, and CACCIAMANI gets the stuff. Crowd comes alive a bit. It's 14-10 now.
And one thing about this team, Russ Rose has them prepared to do well in crunch time. They will never back down, especially when their backs are against the wall.
Set left, and Ross pounds one. Her best hit of the night. That was in the corner, unless I'm seeing things. And SHERISA Livingston will come back in. So Ross gets her first kill of the match.
Exactly, with hitting negative 27%, finally able to get a little juice going. And that's important. Build the confidence. Lizzie Fitzgerald should go back to her, try and get her into this match.
Game point for Wisconsin. Into the middle, CACCIAMANI slap shot. Wisconsin looking for termination. Here comes Ross. Kill number 2. She gets it.
Perfect timing.
And that will do it for game 2. So the Wisconsin Badgers win game 2, 15-10. And the match is evened up here in State College. Ross with 2 kills in a row, and they come at big points.
Yeah, she couldn't have thought of a better time to get 2 big kills. Smart move that time, going with the soft shot, catching Penn State off guard, and the Wisconsin Badgers behind some much improved defense, forcing Penn State into 10 hitting errors here in game 2. Pull away with a huge game win in Rec Hall.
We are coming back. We're tied at 1 game apiece. We'll continue with Big Ten women's volleyball. It's a war so far. Right after this.
Introducing the new professional high-speed rotary tool from Dremel. With digital controls and electronic feedback, it's more of everything you buy at Dremel Rotary Tool 4. For every problem, there's a Dremel solution.
During human reproduction, the male approaches the female in a heightened state of
We're Roxy.com. We're the guys who used to hang out in the AV room. Now we've got a website that recommends and sells electronics. We'll talk to you online or on the phone and help you buy all sorts of things electronic.
During human reproduction, the male approaches the female in a heightened state of excitement.
Roxy.com. Electronics without the static.
Are you ready for this?
Hit me with your
Kick old man winter in the teeth with Prestone Antifreeze, the #1 way to fight corrosion and protect your aluminum radiator to 84 below. Get in the Prestone zone so nothing can stop you now.
Introducing Blue from American Express, a whole new kind of credit card.
A thought for those of you married to your job. Every once in a while, have a fling with your wife. Royal Caribbean, like no vacation on earth.
MAC Championship Football. Tim Lester and the Broncos look to steal the thunder from Chad Pennington and the Herd. Mid-American Conference Championship, Western Michigan Marshall, Friday at 8 on ESPN2.
Back at Recreation Hall, Penn State cheerleaders of the future. We certainly enjoyed Game 3 as Penn State leads Wisconsin 2-1. The Demon Deacons of Dixieland doing their thing. And the crowd certainly energized here in State College. Chris Marlowe and Heather Cox, Penn State winning Game 1. Wisconsin rebounding to win Game 2. Game 3 was all Penn State. They jumped out 9-1.
Exactly. I talked to Russ Rose after Game 2, and he said we were outblocked and out-hit. We can't win a match doing that in the first 2 games. In Game 3, they came out and outblocked and out-hit Wisconsin. Also brought in MISHKA Levy for more offense. That certainly helped. She had 2 kills, but more of a presence at the net, and just an entirely different Penn State squad in Game 3, hitting 36%, held Wisconsin to just 14%. That's behind some great blocks and very high percentage offense.
The final in Game 3, 15-5. So now we started up for Game 4. Russ Rose's Nittany Lions trying to close it out here with a win. Lauren CACCIAMANI will serve it up first.
You know, Chris, I was at serve and pass practice earlier today, and the cheer at the end of practice for the team for Penn State was "Not in our house." They take it very seriously to defend their win streak here, and I'm sure that Russ Rose had a lot of words of enthusiasm and motivation in between Games 2 and 3, and they just came out on fire in Game 3. They're defending their home territory.
74-match home winning streak, an NCAA record on the line as Penn State in white looks for its first point. Shooting on 2 is Schoenveld. Now, Carrie Schoenveld has been a little up and down this year, but she is playing well in this one.
She is all up tonight. 17 kills, hitting 41%. She and CACCIAMANI are tied for the lead. 17 kills apiece. A nice balanced attack between the middle and the outside, keeping the Badger block guessing.
Playing to 15. Penn State leading the match 2-1. Set left side. Maastricht is dug. And that is going straight down, baby. SHERISA Livingston.
And somebody's got to get up and block that. Lauren CACCIAMANI made an All-American dig, and Penn State just left it up in the air for Livingston to attack.
Good pass by Schoenveld. Block. Maastricht was there. Into the middle, and Livingston is blocked by MISHKA Levy. She's a freshman from Stafford, Texas, replacing Emily Stout of yesteryear.
And the reason she's in this match is to provide some offense, so any defense she can provide at the net is a plus.
Maastricht pounds it straight down. We'll check her numbers. Maastricht with 19 kills unofficially.
She has just been the glue that's holding this team together. She combined with the middle attack of Kennedy and Livingston is keeping Wisconsin in the win category.
Served by Jamie Gardner. Set left. Schumacher over the top. Dig by Gardner. Chance for a point. Back set. Bremner is there for the dig. Set left. Here comes Schumacher. Joust coming. Oh! It's the husband and wife play. No communication between Kennedy and Maastricht. Don't see that a lot in women's volleyball.
And Bonnie Bremner showing a lot more energy here in the third and fourth game.
Left side going over the top. Good shot by ERIN Bird. Wisconsin, third in the Big Ten, battling the #1 team in the nation, the Penn State Nittany Lions, with a record of 28-1. And that shank pass is going to get Wisconsin its first point.
And amazingly, their first ace of the evening. Penn State has certainly outserved the Badgers. 7 aces for Penn State. That just the first for Wisconsin.
Lizzie Fitzgerald serving deep. Bremner back set. Oh, that's a good move by CACCIAMANI. She started in and jetted out for the red. We're going to take a short break. We're coming back. Game 4, tied 1-1.
Hello. This is Mark John Jeffries for People PC. A friend just emailed me that there was a grave oversight in my last chat with you. Well, I told you how you could get a really terrific brand name PC like this one. Plus, unlimited internet access, in-home service, and great deals. All for just $24.95 a month. I did not say out loud how easy it is to get in touch with People PC, but I could fix that right now. Visit us at peoplepc.com or just dial 1-800-PEOPLE-PC. Simple. While you get something to write with, let me go over the plan one more time. Let's review. For about the price of internet service alone, you get the whole pie over here. A new computer, in-home service, deals, and unlimited internet access. Visit us at peoplepc.com or call us. Thank you for letting me set the record straight.
If I had one of those TV rating boxes on my television, the #1 show in the country would be 11 p.m. Sports Center. I never miss it. In my opinion, it's the best thing going. Okay, maybe it won't hit #1, but it'll definitely give Dharma and Greg a run for their money.
A very underrated defense. Daryl Gardner forces an incompletion, knocks Drew Bledsoe to the ground.
Face it, America. Situation comedy, it's a dead genre.
Back at Recreation Hall, the home of the #1 ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. Penn State won game 1, lost game 2, rebounded to win game 3 impressively 15-5. Now we're in the midst of game 4 with Penn State up 8-5. I'm Chris Marlowe with Heather Cox, Bonnie Bremner on the Penn State Nittany Lion team the last couple of years that has finished as the runner-up. She talked about her motivation this year.
It's like made me want it so much more, because it's like I know how it feels to lose and it's not fun. So I mean, I want it more than I did the last 2 years. I know the seniors do, and I think the fact that we have 5 seniors who play, I mean, I think that's really, is on our side, our advantage.
You know, for Penn State, that's a ton of adversity, but you really, when you look at the bright side of it all, there are not many teams or players that can say we competed for the national championship the last 2 years in a row, and that's really what Penn State has to remember. They were one of, if not the best team in the country the last 2 years.
This game has been seesaw most of the way. We were tied at 4, and then Penn State getting a couple to make it 6-4. Wisconsin rebounded with a point, and Penn State with a couple. So it's 8-5, Penn State in game 4, leading the match 2-1. Bonnie Bremner has played much, much better in this particular game.
Russ Rose asked of more energy out of Bonnie Bremner after game 2. Wanted to see her be a little bit more explosive, lead this team more vocally. Since then, he's been focusing on the first contact. That has been his rallying cry to his team to get better ball control, to run the offense that's #1 in the country.
8-6 now as Wisconsin gets a point. Bremner sets left. Here comes Rome, and Rome drills it. Amanda Rome with 14 kills.
And now 4 Nittany Lions in double-figure kills. You've got to credit Bremner somewhere for that. She's getting her offense distributed, getting her hitters a little one-on-one.
Good pass there, and Lizzie Fitzgerald tips it over. She doesn't attempt to kill the ball a lot. She only had 49 coming into this match, so she's not offensively minded. But she got one there.
Lizzie Fitzgerald was benched earlier in this match for a portion of a game, came back and has led this team back here in game 4.
Coming back in is MISHKA Levy. And going out is Calvin Miller. Miller played very, very well in the backcourt. Good pass into the middle, tip shot, and that one's going down.
You know, that tip, that donut area on the court for both teams has been wide open. Lauren CACCIAMANI exposed it earlier against Wisconsin. Now Livingston has done a nice job, just a soft shot over the block.
We had a rule in the national team. If you don't block, you have to pick up that ball. That's not a back row because they're dug in. They're waiting for an explosion. Left side over the top. Good shot. ERIN BYRD over the top, and it's a point.
ERIN BYRD doesn't play like a freshman, a member of the 98 U.S. Junior National Team, a Fab 50 Volleyball Monthly pick. She knows how to get it done.
8-7 now. Here comes CACCIAMANI, and she hits it into the top of the net. We're tied at 8 in the midst of game 4. A 74-match win streak on the line. In that 74-match win streak, the Nittany Lions have never had to go to a 5th and deciding game. Could it happen in this one?
And 67 of those have been 3-0 sweeps. They don't like to hang around for game 4.
Maastricht is stuffed. Schumacher, the Big Ten Player of the Week last week, and she was honed in here.
Nice one-on-one, turns into the court, quickly moves outside on Maastricht. And you know, Penn State has been out-blocked in this match, which is very unusual. Penn State, a very strong blocking team, but in game 4, Penn State, the better blocking team.
9-8 Lions. As SHERISA Livingston completely missed that one and still got the kill.
Nittany Lions 6th in the nation in blocks per game, better than 3.5. This is a team that's a smaller blocking team than in years past with players like Terry Zemaitis, but they're still very technically and fundamentally sound.
Gardner in the serve. Zemaitis now on the USA national team that just returned from Japan, playing in the World Cup. Maastricht pounds one straight down. Give a point to the Wisconsin Badgers. They're hanging in. It's 9-9.
Maastricht now with 23 kills in this match, hitting 42%.
Crowd a little bit uneasy here as Wisconsin putting on some pressure. Bremner, Schonveld, and she rips it. Right in the corner, side out. Schonveld with 18 kills. She'll serve from the left side of the court. Good serve. Fitzgerald on the run. Ball dug. CACCIAMANI's pretty good in the backcourt.
She plays some great D.
Absolutely. Much better than she was last year. Inside, Maastricht pounds another one. Ooh. Apparently that ball just missed. And Penn State gets a point.
And this is when Penn State is so good. In crunch time, 5 points away from the match at home. And watch for Carrie Schonveld and the seniors to really take over. Points in crunch time, something that the Nittany Lions are very good at.
Schumacher at the net and her gang. Back to serve is Schonveld. Had a brief discussion while they wiped up the floor. 10-9 Penn State. Sneaking it through is BYRD. ERIN BYRD, a great passer, a tremendous digger. Hitting is improving.
In fact, has led this team in digs 15 times. Leads them as well tonight with 18 digs.
Ball is dug off Maastricht, out of bounds. Lauren CACCIAMANI. CACCIAMANI with 20 kills. Who else is in the Player of the Year running besides CACCIAMANI?
Believe it or not, freshman Logan Tom. Also Carrie Walsh out of Stanford. Logan Tom, a sure thing for freshman of the year.
Okay.
Also, I think a first-team All-American.
Ball dug. Miller pops it up. Bremner sets right. Schumacher looking for the drive, and she puts it away.
You also have to look at players like Nancy Maindreen out of Nebraska, Aaron Aldrich out of Texas.
How about the top player for the University of Pacific, your alma mater?
Stegman, thank you. You know, usually I try to be so unbiased and
I think
not
Stegman's in the running.
But Stegman is definitely in the running. Forgive me for forgetting her.
Set left. And it is stuffed. The big shoe tries one on for size.
Huge block. The key to that is she turned her right hand in. That's so important as a pin blocker to keep the ball in the court.
Timeout, Wisconsin. Game 4. Penn State just 3 points away from another big win. Stay with us.
I am the bullet drill bit. With my pilot point tip, I drill holes without slipping, because accurate holes are my life. I'm the Bullet. I'm built by Black & Decker.
Didn't you remind him to get gas?
Me? You're the smart one.
Now what?
Relax.
We're called
Him. He owes us a favor.
Use 1-800-COLLECT. It'll save him a buck or two.
Gotcha. 1-800-COLLECT.
Need a lift?
Oh, yeah, baby. Yes, ma'am.
We don't accept rides from strangers.
We do now. Yes, we do.
Use your head.
1-800-COLLECT.
Save a buck or two.
Or 3.
You shouldn't have. I didn't. You shouldn't have. I spent 2 minutes, 2 whole minutes, 2 minutes shopping for your gift. And it was so pleasant getting credit for a present that was really super easy to give. Thanks to Amazon.com. I don't mean to flaunt it, but it's just the thing you wanted, and it only took 2 minutes.
Did you know that when you buy McDonald's Chicken McNuggets,
you get these wonderful mechanically embroidered white napkins at no extra charge? And you'll need lots of napkins because these golden McDonald's Chicken McNuggets come with any one of 4 dipping sauces. Imagine that. The exquisite taste of those delectable delights coupled with hours of dipping and cleaning fun for the whole family. All this can be yours. Where? Did somebody say McDonald's? Napkins retain no value after initial use. CODs only. McNuggets come in 6, 9, and 20 piece.
Chris Marlowe, Heather Cox, Pete Waite, first-year coach at Wisconsin. His team has battled well. It's 2-1. Penn State ahead, and 12-9 here in Game 4. Penn State just 3 points away from its 75th straight home win here in Rec Hall, an NCAA record. Trying to hang in there. Kelly Kennedy, SHERISA, Livingston, and the rest of the Badgers. Gonna get past their perimeter into the middle, and Schumacher. Don't call her Shoemaker. Puts another one down. 18 kills for Macher.
And she's just gotten better and better as this match has progressed. She's really relishing that starting role that she won over. Didn't start until 5 matches in.
Schumacher goes out. Here comes LEILANI SCHLOTTFELDT. Pretty easy serve there. And right through the hands of Fitzgerald. 13-9 now.
And Penn State's serving game has been on. 9 service aces for the Nittany Lions tonight. And Coach Waite wanted to get a sub, and in fact had her standing on the court at that play. And Coach Waite's frustrated. All the momentum has swung to Penn State. He couldn't stop it.
14-9, match point for the Nittany Lions. Set left. Ball dug by Schlottfeldt. Bremner will keep it in play. Kennedy out of bounds, and that's it. Penn State wins it 3-1, and it extends its NCAA consecutive match-winning streak to 75.
Penn State continues to dominate, remain undefeated in Big Ten play. They rebounded from a poor performance in Games 1 and Games 2 to become a better blocking team, set a better offense, and Penn State just continues to roll.
Penn State now 29-1. The Lions have won 29 matches in a row. Wisconsin falls to 20-9 and 13-6 in the Big Ten. And Russ Rose has one more regular season match to play before his team heads to the tournament as a #1 seed.
Play Purdue next, and then they hope to get that top seed. It means they stay at home right here in Rec Hall, where they've been so good all season long. The defense wins it this time. Bonnie Bremner gives them a free ball, and Wisconsin just can't keep it in play against a very tough Penn State block.
Penn State has now won 48 straight Big Ten matches. And the Lions will retain their #1 ranking. Maastricht, 24 kills to lead Wisconsin. CACCIAMANI, 21 for the Nittany Lions. Hope you enjoyed it from Recreation Hall. For Heather Cox, I'm Chris Marlowe saying so long, as the #1 team in the nation has won again. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com, part of the Go Network, go.com.
2000 season against the top-ranked team and UCLA. It's #1 versus #2, and we've got it next.